Good foggy Friday, everybody. It was foggier earlier this morning when I was out. What time are we anyway? I didn't even look. 7:36. I have been up since 6. Haven't started editing yet. I mean, the video is all set up in the timeline. Let it render around 2 something this morning. And maybe it was 1 something. I don't know. But yeah, good morning and happy Friday. It's a brisk one. So we currently have 51 degrees Fahrenheit, 11 degrees Celsius. I think that's about where it was supposed to drop down to. On the way home last night talking to Mike, it was about, I got down about 55 in the car. I'm pretty sure up where I was, it might have been like 53. I don't know, but it felt chilly. Of course, when you're just standing still, I was actually bouncing up and down near the end. And did hear the coyotes again last night, but just turned the headlamp on and they, the distance, you could hear them getting further away. So, little man for his walk first, then Princess. They've already had breakfast, cleaned up the kitchen, made a pot of coffee, cleaned up animal crap. So, fun time. Well, doing some sleuthing last night. It looks like once again Best Buy has struck again because they actually, someone posted a Reddit or a picture of the Neo in store on the shelf, and now the Action 5 Pro has been spotted in a Best Buy. Someone's like, undisclosed retailer. Anybody that knows Best Buy knows what their labels look like. So, looked like it was $489. I don't know what combo that was. The only way. Of course, they monikered it at Pro now. Everybody's saying it's minimal updates and whatnot. The main update for me would be the fact that they upgrade the sensor to 1 inch, which I highly doubt they're going to do in an action camera. GoPro Hero 13 has been announced, which I had no clue about, and after them saying that the magnetic mount wasn't strong enough and it wasn't this and it wasn't that, magically the 13 now has a magnetic mount. How about that? And it looks like they came up with some sort of new cooling system on the front of it to try to reduce heat so it doesn't overheat and shut off. Well, it's about damn time. It's now compatible with the DJI mics or other Bluetooth microphones. So they definitely had to go a certain direction since they're not coming out with their own microphone system as much as they're competing with DJI. Yeah, I don't know if Insta360 was working on an Ace Pro 2 or not. I haven't heard anything about that, but I thought one of the headlines said that both the Insta360 and the DJI are as well probably coming. We know the Action 5 Pro is. So I think they said the 12th, which would be Monday's the 9th, which is when the iPhone's announced. So 3 more days would be Tuesday, Wednesday, yeah, Thursday. So basically they're a week behind GoPro. Last year or a couple years ago, I know they fought. They like launched on the same day. Then it was like they beat them by a day. Tech, it's so much fun. But anyhow, yeah, while I was up there, Mike finally called me because it was actually a little more comforting hearing somebody else's voice when you're out in the middle of nowhere with coyotes howling. Priya was sleeping the entire time, so. But I think I took like 26 photos. I think that's something, it was 26 off the Pixel. So you times that by 4 minutes. I was up there quite a while because it was after midnight when I came home. But this little turd monkey apparently realized we were gone and started barking, woke Terry up, and I got my ass in all kinds of freaking trouble, which is completely asinine. So, thanks a lot, Mateo. Thanks a lot, little dog. Why are you, like, way the hell over there? There you go. There you go. Come on, Gimbal. Do your thing. What do you think? Come on, let's go. Come on, the vet's closed. Let's go sniff. Come on. Come on, it's beautiful out here, dude. It's like 50 degrees. You can breathe the air. Already had a bloody nose this morning, on top of everything else I got done. And then I still got to edit, which honestly I don't think is going to be much. do want to state is the fact that all the pictures that are currently in the timeline are unedited. They are straight out of the camera, raw photos. No Photoshop Express done to them. The Photoshop Express editions will probably end up on Instagram, which I'm pretty sure it's in the description somewhere, my Instagram. I'm pretty sure it's just Kurt Warnash. So, I don't even know these things. That's bad. It's been around forever, and it's not like I really announce it, but you can find my thing. All my links are up in the banner. So the Facebook blog page, the Instagram, the Twitter, and all that stuff. So yeah, so I gotta do that yet too. 26 photos I gotta edit, and like I said the other day, editing photos from the Pixel is different than editing photos from the iPhone. You can't just do the auto stuff. I basically have to go in and tweak them manually, and otherwise they come out looking very crappy. Well, I really kind of question whether or not, okay, so we've seen the Action 5 Pro. Will we see a Pocket 4 this year? Boy, I don't think DJI has anything competing against this that would require them to release a new version. I really don't know what they would do different. I mean, I know there's a few little things that they could probably fix with software upgrades, and like how long that message is up there. I did check for updates yet again the other day, just in case. No updates. Prompted that is DJI has not released a phone gimbal since 2022. The Osmo Mobile 6 is the last one they did. They just did an update on it that now the DJI Mimo app is on the Apple Watch, and you can actually control the gimbal. But some of the people that have tried it and showed it on YouTube said it's very glitchy and not recommended because it's such a small screen. So yeah. And the other concerning one, I don't think this is true, that someone said that the Neo was actually coming out in place of the Mini 5 Pro. I don't think they're going to do that. I think the Neo is a new addition to drones for serious beginners. I sent it to Mike and Tim, and at first Mike was giving me a little bit of shit about it, and then he looked at it. He's like, well, you know what? That would be a low-cost alternative, because I think like the base unit is like $189 or something like that. So, I mean, for someone that wants to just learn how to fly a drone and whatnot, it's tiny. It's got a lot of I'd say it's got a lot of safety features, but it's the props and everything are surrounded, and I think it comes with all the guards and stuff with that one. You don't have to buy an extra $29 accessory. But unfortunately for me, I don't feel like the quality is there, and I don't feel like you can go as far with it. I mean, I like to put it, I don't like to go far with it. I like to go high with it. Get up, get over the mountains, get sunsets, get the pretty skies and stuff like that, and stay away from water. So, as much as I want to be able to film like streams and stuff, I'm going to practice flying a lot more. And I was watching, I can never think of his name. I believe he's Irish. I'll have to look. But he was going over tips and tricks, and basically to walk out what you're doing so that you're not flying into danger. The channel is the Drone Collective. He kind of goes over the Neo in pretty good detail. I got a number 2 to pick up. I don't know if you can see that, but the Neo base version $199 pre-order Tuesday, October 8th is when Amazon would deliver it. If you go with the 3 battery combo, you're looking at another 90 bucks. $289. So, like I said, if you're learning how to fly, but this thing does a lot of things by itself. But the one thing you're not going to be doing with it is night flights. It's got a 1/2-inch sensor, and it's not good for night flight. It's summertime when they're doing fireworks over in the river lots. You know, I've gone up and filmed those. So something that would be beneficial for me personally, but I mean, it's not like I do it a lot. So I've done lightning with them too. We didn't get too much heat lightning this year. It's been just thunderstorms. So those I don't mess with as much. I mean, there's been times when I've kind of put it up as it was approaching, but I didn't fly very high. It was back, that was quite a while ago. Of course, I haven't had an actual working drone for a very long time now too. So, yeah. Wish I knew somebody in the area that worked on drones to take a look at it and see if it was fixable, but holy fog on the top side. Wow. Climbed elevation by what, a few feet, and I've never actually taken a look at the difference elevation wise. Come on, go back to my home screen. So right now we're showing 610 feet. Might be another 5-foot variance across the parking lot. I'll check it and I'll see what it is at home. I think it's like 535. New neighbor with new dogs, and they are going ballistic. All right, getting Princess out for her walk. It's still froggy out. We haven't really been, I mean, we've been out for 45 minutes total. So stopped and saw maintenance because Mateo wanted to go say hi to everybody. Well, technically you want to say hi to Bill and get treats and Chuck. Come on, you gotta walk. We're going for a full freaking lap here, puppy. 1.2 miles, let's go. I may have mentioned this already and I don't remember, but interesting little note is the fact that the Ultra Watch started out yesterday was not only with the step count like 3,500 steps more than the Apple Watch, but the battery life was 5% better throughout most of the day. Woke up this morning and it's 3% less than the Apple Watch running beta. So that's an 8% swing overnight. So I don't know what it's doing overnight in comparison. Now, granted, this is its first full charge. So, and I think something said about an update somewhere along the line, even though it told me it was fully updated the other day. I did get Google Assistant loaded on it, and because I wanted to try to set a timer to try to redo the one water jug. The filter was supposedly bad. I don't think it was, but change it anyway. This will probably be the last couple months of it. As soon as it goes bad again, we'll throw it away and put that one away because we don't drink as much cold water in the wintertime. So we should, but we don't. Princess is full, like, 25 feet behind me right now. Coming? So you gone moseying, Dad. She's such a trip. But yeah, she slept the whole time last night while I was taking photos, and like I said, I took quite a few. Got some really neat shots up there. I'm not gonna lie. Mike's like, so is it better than my mom's? Like, I don't know. There's still light pollution out in the one corner. It's not as visible by the eye as it is by camera shooting for 4 minutes. What do you think? Huh? What do you think? She's like, I don't know. Can we be done now? No, we're going for a full puppy walk. Come on, let's go. Full puppy walk on this beautiful Foggy Friday. Titling the video, Foggy Friday. I mean, it's only going to be in the morning, but still, nonetheless. It's pretty decently foggy right now. It's weird because down here, like when you get in the higher spot. All right, what are we at right now? We are at 565 feet. We were over 600 up there. So 50-foot elevation maybe difference. That's not too bad. Of course, we're gradually going further down. These are cool shots to do with the drone too. Foggy morning. I know the one day it was like pea soup here. You couldn't see anything, and Jamie and I got the drones out and flew, and it was insane because you got about 10 feet in the air and you could no longer see the drone. They are already up and working over there at Dollar General's building. Now, I think construction is back on target. And I say that is one of the tenants the night before asked me about, apparently they ran into issues, I think with drainage or some sort of water issue that they needed to resolve before they could continue building. So that might have been some of the delay. Flipping a dump truck was another part of a delay, but gotta get over there. I just, it didn't go for any more walks last night. She sent Mateo out back and that was that. So we'll definitely try, since it's night off or day off, to get over there. I got to go in at 6 to 1 or 1:30 tomorrow, and then I'm 11 to 7 on Sunday. I'm going to start getting more closings. We did have a little conversation yesterday, and that's the last piece here that I need to get seriously trained on to get the operations down for you know, a lead. It's still not, it doesn't sound super guaranteed though. They have to put the job out there for, like, you know, other stores to have other people apply for it. Manager wants me in it, but it's not ultimately, in the end, his decision. So fingers crossed. I'm not. Kurt might have to start looking. I probably should already be looking, honestly, just in case. But I don't want to, like, you know, then get it and then, like, have to, like, turn everything else down. No, I don't know. I like the job. I like the physicality of it. I like the hustle of it. The days go quick. And I feel like the next potential growth would be an assistant manager. And that would be back on target pay-wise. And they get a little longer shifts. But they're the only ones allowed overtime. Even though they don't want overtime. If someone calls off, you know, they're allowed to stay and do stuff. So, yeah, that would be the end goal. Running a store, yeah, I don't need to go that far. I can live with an assistant. Maybe in time, who knows? Maybe I'll get up to the point where I was like, man, what the hell? I'll run a store. I don't know. But right now, not so interested. Okay, now this is a mode I've not used. Blur. Tap on focus. So we're gonna tap on Priya and see what blur does. Gulpy little girl, and we're getting ready to head out to go over the surplus. I had no clue that was happening today. Maintenance is supposed to be stopping in and taking a look at the door again, trying to figure out how to fill in the gap, the top that we can see outside with before winter. But they had to get, I don't know what they're going to do. Getting the little girl out here to chew on some grass and hopefully go pee so she can go in her crate. I'm a little bit concerned though, because if she starts gulping while we're gone, it could be bad. Ready? Slight little change of plan because Priya was gulping, so we didn't think it was a good idea for both of us to go. And then they called because they're coming to look at the door, try to fill in the gap that's there. And we've got chicken chili going here. I probably did this wrong. I should have browned the chicken first. That was stupid on my part. So hopefully I just diced it all up because it was actually frozen when I threw it in there. That wasn't the smartest thing, but we do have it on high heat and letting it cook. But the problem is, as you can see daylight coming in. Yeah, that's not good. And there's another spot down here where you can see daylight coming in. So I don't know what they're going to do to fix this. I really don't. Because it's almost like the door, the frame is, even though it's brand new frame, it's almost like it's bowed. It's connected in the center, but then right here, you can start seeing daylight going on up. It closes up here, and then it's really bad up top. And it's so tight at the top, we can't even hang a wreath on it, because then you can't close the door. All right, well, there goes the gap. So in the end, after spray foam went behind the seal, hi, puppy girl. Hi, baby girl. We end up putting a shim back here, cardboard, to bring the door over a little bit more. Close the bottom up. I closed the bottom up pretty much. It's good enough. But I did rearrange the latch a little bit. I brought it in a little bit more. A little too much, but when the deadbolt kicks, it seals the door back up. So, yeah. Okay, it's better. What? Let's go outside. The poor kids upstairs the whole time in their crates. And Priya barking. She's gulping. Okay. I'm going to let them do potties. I got to go potty. And then we're going to go to Kohl's and Xfinity to return stuff, and then maybe a park and go have a walk. Alrighty, well, we were over at South Side. Just seemed like the easiest place to go because it's getting late. It's like what, 4 o'clock? 4:11. So, Xfinity done, Kohl's done, everything's returned. So, I'm not sure if we're getting a credit on that canister or what's happening, to be honest with you. And Priya's, I don't know, she's not doing too good here today. Been coughing a lot in the car. Come on, Pri. She's like, no, this is tall grass. I like tall grass. I haven't come through this part in a long time. Parked in the other parking lot, because usually over there is like soccer games and stuff. It gets busy, even though the porta potty's over there. It's all right. Well, that's right. I actually did use the little kids play set and the fire truck as a color test with Sony the one time. Yeah, we know what the colors look like. I'm okay with that. So far, leaves aren't starting yet, but they're gonna here pretty soon, I think, because of these chilly nights. A little more work on the door. I feel like the deadbolt plate, I need to Dremel it. I can't move it anymore because there's no more places to screw. It's bad. I replaced the screws because I ripped the heads off. I got the plate for the actual latch for the door. Perfect. I got to just take a little bit off of the deadbolt one because you have to push in. And it's challenging to lock it from the outside. At least I think it will be. So, do that later. I don't know if I'm going to do it tonight or another day, but nonetheless, get that done. And then the door should be fine. It's sealed up. There's no more gap. A little shim of cardboard behind the top hinge was the trick. And then we should be good to go. No more cold air coming in for the winter. I should say through the door. The windows, completely different story. It's a beautiful day out. Like 81 degrees outside. A little bit of a breeze. Could be a little stronger, but a little warm. I prefer being in a tank top, but I didn't bother taking this off, so I'm not. What you guys doing back there, huh? Coming? Bree's like, can we pull over? I need to rest. I need to sniff, Dad. What you doing, Mr. Squirrel? Huh? What you doing? What are you doing? It's like I'm getting up here so these dogs don't get me. Well, since we're over here, we'll take a quick gander at the progress here. We're gonna go back around then. I think we're gonna go up to the parking lot like we normally do. Let's drift down a little too high. All right, come on. Because we're parked like right over there. So I'm not gonna shorten them that much. They haven't added the other wing yet. They're still building this one. I think they would kind of put that up. I guess they're letting the concrete cure underneath it, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a builder. That's where they stand so far. And they might be letting that spot cure yet, because it's this other wing here that they need to put in. Alright. There's what it looks like right now. Keep checking on it. Not sure if it's going to be visible, but yeah, we got one leaf changing red already. This is my favorite tree. Alright, got that stupid thing in my way. There we go. That won't be long. Oh, there's another one. Alright. How you doing there, Bobby? Fiddling? Come on. Here, come on. Alright, a simple 1 mile park walk. Basically just retraced our steps back around. There's a Porsche. Pretty. I don't see that too many of those in our neighborhood. Alright, I'm gonna keep it over to the right a little bit more. Oh, car. Sorry. I'm on a bad angle here. Oh, yeah. So, well, they got out. They got a nice little afternoon walk. Didn't do anything extravagant. Oh, come on. What are you doing? The bad drivers out today. Just sitting on the bridge at the light, and people are just sitting there. I mean, I kind of distract myself with the camera, but I'm still focused on driving 93% of the time. I don't know. Chili should be ready. It was boiling at one point there when they got done with the door, so I turned it down. Oh yeah, this definitely could do 2 passengers without even the ultra wide. Tim and I ever went anywhere and did anything. He wanted me to go to a concert with him for Bowling for Soup. Unfortunately, my schedule is going to start getting to me closing nights and stuff, and I'm not able to go. That, and it's like in the middle of the week, so that would be an absolute no. I need to get a life. Good evening, everybody. I don't know. I think we got out here a little bit late, and the mosquitoes, oh God, they are out. Holy buckets, are they out. Woo! Man, they are just attacking. All right, Mateo and I are going to make our way down here. Try to take a quick look at this construction site for Dollar General. Hopefully he does his business before I get eaten alive by mosquitoes. The last couple nights we've actually watched on Netflix The Perfect Couple with Nicole Kidman. We didn't realize it till the night that Dakota Fanning is actually in it. Doesn't look like her. Honestly. I don't know if she's pregnant in real life in the show or what, but man, she's definitely doesn't look like she used to. So, it's been a while since I've actually seen her. But that's about it. Well, I think the husband has been in some other things, but nothing we've ever watched. Most of the cast has been in other things we've never watched. And then there's the one guy that they call the poor man's Chris Pratt, is the one son. Sorry, mosquitoes are just hounding me. But it's... I'm trying to figure what it kind of reminds me of. Revenge in a little ways. Anybody remembers that show? Just with not as pretty of a cast. So, I don't know what I didn't do with the chili. I mean, I put the chili powder in, I stirred it really well, but it was almost like the chili powder didn't like get in there. I think I might have had maybe too many things of tomato, because I had 2 things of tomato paste, those little cans, diced tomatoes and tomato sauce. It might have been a little too much and it just kind of killed it. So it wasn't spicy, but it didn't really have a lot of seasoning. Of course, I should have cooked the chicken separately, but it cooked. It did cook. But the second bowl I had a little bit of salt and pepper to it, and it was a little more flavorful. Not that it was bad, it just, I don't know. It just was very tomatoey, which wasn't a bad thing. So, but surprisingly, because ketchup and stuff has a tendency to give me major acid reflux. Sorry, these fucking mosquitoes are mean. So overall, it was definitely a learning experience that we can do it, and next time I'll make sure I brown the meat first, season it, and then throw it in. So I think I'll put the turkey or the chili powder in with that. God, they're getting on the back of my neck and I'm just squishing the daylights out of them. Getting everywhere. All right, so these guys have been working pretty diligently down here lately. Like I said, I don't know. Someone said they had some water issues. That's a lot bigger. That's a lot bigger than what I originally was looking at. It feels like as it goes up, it's getting a little bit larger. But it's kind of weird that they have those front walls on and then they did the whole surround here. So take a little bit of a walk around. Mateo doesn't mind being over here. And now that we're not near grass, mosquitoes might lessen up a little bit. I got to get him near grass though so he can do his business. Yeah, all right. And Dollar General is slowly coming together now. It's been a slow start for these guys. So they did have some issues. So, and it's not the same as building a house because, you know, using steel I-beams and whatnot is probably a lot more complicated than just nailing wood together for building a house. It is crazy how fast that house went up. All right, well, we'll keep going here and see what how walls and stuff start going on. It's kind of weird though that they put those 2 walls up. But they had a pillar. Yeah, there's a pillar up there too. I'm guessing that's probably the entry over there. I don't know. We'll see. Guess we'll find out when she's done. Just don't know unless that's the loading door right there. We gotta have some place to bring in the merchandise in the back room and stuff. So we'll keep an eye on it, see how it goes. Oh, we're gonna keep an eye on it, huh? He's like, I guess, Dad. I guess. Oh, well, I think last night the good thing. Geez, that one tried to get my eye. Good thing I went up when I did because it's a little cloudier tonight. I would not have gotten the shots I got. I did try to edit some of them. I don't know, they didn't seem like it needed a whole lot. Alrighty everybody, it has been a day. I have been up for a long time, so I'm with a little sleep. So I'm going to get imported and let this thing render overnight and then edit in the morning. But thank you very much for watching. I will catch you tomorrow. Have a good night and stay safe. Good night, bed hug. Yeah, she took all the blankets last night. So I had to get the weighted blanket my leg needed anyway. It was giving me a restless leg again. Miss Gulpy here. Alrighty everybody, good night.